Hi, future doctors. Welcome to the next class. From this class onwards, we will discuss about ray optics. So, optics will be divided into two types: ray optics and wave optics. In the entire this optics, we are going to discuss only about rays. Light will be traveling in the form of ray. The rectilinear path followed by light particles, we are going to call it as a ray of light. So, from the source, we have two types of sources: luminous source, non-luminous source. Luminous source means which gives out light by itself. Let us assume light, sun, star, all these will be coming under luminous source. Non-luminous source, which gives out reflected light. Moon is going to reflect light, whichever it is going to come from sun. Therefore, moon is non-luminous source. Every object, this board is nothing but non-luminous source. So, incident ray is going to be reflected. So, this reflected ray is going to show our board. If light is going to be reflected, means this is also giving some amount of light energy for us. That is non-luminous source. If you are taking any object, so we will say point object, extended object. From this, what will be coming means light rays in the form of rectilinear path. So these are nothing but light rays. This is point object, this is extended object. Object means which gives out light energy. So without giving light energy, you cannot see any object. Blindly you can remember. Therefore, if you are seeing any object means it is giving light energy. So that light energy is going to be showing in this entire lesson in the form of rays. Next, image. So whenever it is going to come for image part, minimum two rays should intersect to form the image. So we will get two types of images: real image, virtual image. So the image which can be caught on the screen, we will call real image. Which cannot be caught on the screen, we will call virtual image. So whenever images are going to be coming, two rays are intersecting like this, then this is nothing but real image. Thick lines are going to intersect. So, supposed to intersect. So, these are nothing but virtual image. So, real image, virtual image we are going to say. So, these are extended rays we will call, dotted lines we will represent. Next up. So, in this mainly we will say loss of reflection by plane mirror or curved mirror. So, if you are taking a plane mirror means which is going to be painted one side. So, if you are seeing our face in our mirror, so that is going to be plane mirror. We can observe back side, it is going to be silver. Normal mirror is different. Normal mirror means if you are observing from here, which objects are going to be visible, that is nothing but normal mirror. This is nothing but plane mirror. So for this some basics we require. So this is the normal we have drawn. Next, this is a incident ray of light. The angle made by incident ray PQ. So for arrow marks, light rays we have to give arrow mark. For normal, not required. So the angle made by incident ray with the normal, we are calling it as angle of incidence. Next, RS is nothing but reflected ray. This is the angle made by reflected ray with the normal. Okay, where you have to draw the normal means this Q, this point, we are going to call it as point of incidence. Point of incidence. So the angle made by incident ray with the normal, we are calling it as angle of incidence. The angle made by reflected ray with the normal, we are calling it as angle of reflection. So, what are laws of reflection means? This incident ray, reflected ray and normal. These three are in same plane. So, all these three will be in the plane of the board, xy plane. Therefore, those three will be in same plane. That is first law. Next, second law very important. Angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection, they are going to say. Next, from this we will get another angle, that is going to be glancing angle, theta g. So theta g is nothing but angle made by incident ray with the plane mirror. Glancing angle we are going to say. Next, from this we will get angle of deviation also. Actually, this light ray should pass like this, straight away like this. But instead of going like this, it is deviated like this. Instead of going like this, it is deviated. Therefore, this angle we are calling it as angle of deviation. How much is the angle of deviation? They are going to ask. For that, you can see this is the plane mirror. What this one will call normal. This is the angle of incidence. This is the incident ray. Actually, this ray should pass like this. Because of presence of this mirror, it is going to be reflecting like this. This is angle of reflection. So now this angle we are calling it as angle of deviation. Now what is the total angle here? This total angle is always 180. So 180 minus this angle is going to give delta. So delta is equal to 180 minus I plus r. I plus r is nothing but this angle. Therefore, delta is equal to 180 minus angle I, angle r, both are same. Therefore, we may write I plus I. Otherwise, delta is equal to 180 minus, we may write r plus r. Therefore, angle of deviation 180 minus 2i or 180 minus 2r. So, glancing angle, angle of incidence, angle of reflection, angle of deviation. Now, what is the nature of the graph drawn between angle of deviation and angle of incidence? In basics, we discussed. So, delta is equal to 180 minus 2i or 180 minus 2r. So, y is equal to mx plus c. In this form, if you write, delta is equal to, in place of m, minus 2i plus c, 180 degrees. So, if you are taking on x-axis, angle of incidence, on y-axis, delta if you are taking nature of the graph. Negative slope or positive slope? Slope is going to be minus 2. So, tan theta is going to be minus 2, negative slope. So, how to draw the graph means, if I is 0, what is delta? Delta is going to be 180 if I is going to be 0. Angle of incidence 0. Delta is going to be 180, somewhere we will take, isn't it? Then laterality is going to decrease. So whenever it is going to decrease, when delta is going to become 0, when delta is going to become 0 means 2i is going to be, if delta is equal to 0, 2i is going to be 180 degrees, I is going to be 180 by 2. That is nothing but 90 degrees. Then deviation is going to become, angle of deviation is going to become 0 for angle of incidence 90 degrees. So therefore, if we are taking graph, negative slope, so straight line, it will be passing like this. Correct? So that is about angle of deviation, angle of incidence graph. What is the meaning of angle of incidence 90 degrees? Angle of incidence 90 degrees means, if this is the plane mirror, M, this is the normal. So incident ray is going to be passing along the surface. Incident ray is passing along the surface means, what is the angle of incidence? 90 degrees. At that time, deviation, no deviation, because it will be going in a straight line path. How it is going? It is going like that. So when this delta is going to become maximum 180 degrees. So whenever angle of incidence is going to be 0. So whenever angle of incidence is going to be 0, if this is the plane mirror, so this is the normal. Now, how we can draw angle of incidence 0? Angle of incidence is 0 means, this is the incident ray. Incident ray is passing along the normal. In this case, angle of incidence is 0. At that time, what is the angle of reflection? Angle of reflection also should be 0. At that time, it will be going, how it is going to come? Like that it is going. So, it is incidenting like this, and again it is reflecting like this. So incident ray is like this, reflected ray is like this. Means what is the angle of deviation? So 180 degrees, maximum angle of deviation. So nature of the graph is straight line. It is going to be coming like this. I hope you people understood. So from this they will ask simple questions. So how they are going to ask, we will see one or two questions. See here, this is the plane mirror. Always plane mirror means you have to draw like this. This is going to be normal. So angle of incidence is going to be 30 degrees. Find the angle of reflection. Find the angle of reflection and also find the angle of deviation they will ask at the time. So always angle of incidence equal to angle of reflection. Therefore, R should be 30 degrees. R should be always angle of incidence, angle of reflection. Now, what is delta formula? Delta is 180 minus 2i or 180 minus 2r. So, 180 degrees minus 2 times of what is angle of incidence? 30. So, 180 minus 60. This is going to be 120 degrees, correct? So, angle of deviation is going to be 120 degrees. Either you can follow this equation or this equation. Sometimes they will give. This is the plane mirror. This is the normal angle of incidence. Instead of giving angle of incidence, they will give this is going to be 60 degrees, glancing angle. So with mirror they will give. So whenever they have given 60 degrees with the mirror, then what is the angle of incidence here? This is going to be 30. Therefore, angle of incidence equal to angle of reflection. This is also 30. Again, what is the angle of deviation means? Delta. Same answer you will get 120 degrees. So when angle of incidence is going to be 0, angle of reflection also 0, but deviation is going to be 180 degrees. If you use this formula, you are going to get angle of deviation among the all the cases. Next, before going to the next problems, we will see some theory and problem based questions. So, if you are taking any plane mirror, so what is the property of this plane mirror whenever image is going to be formed means, if you are taking letter P, it will be visible like this, isn't it? So, this is called lateral inversion. Next, if you are taking plane mirror, object is taken at a distance small d. Its image also will be forming at same distance within the mirror. You can observe this. You can take one plane mirror, so you can see your face. Your face also will be at same distance. You may visible. If you are bringing mirror like this, and if you are keeping in front of your face, so image also will be coming towards you people, isn't it? So we will see, so what is the object velocity, image velocity later. Presently, object at how much distance from the mirror? Image also will be at same distance from the mirror with inside the mirror. This image is going to be virtual image. Our face image is going to be virtual image because we cannot catch this image on the screen. Okay. Next, according to laws of reflection, we can draw simply here only. This is the incident ray. Then what is the angle of incidence? 0. Angle of reflection also 0. Therefore, drawing here. So this is the angle of incidence is 0 case. Reflection also will be 0. It will be coming like this. Therefore, if we extend this ray, image is forming here. That is virtual image. Next, another ray if you are taking. So normal you have to draw here. So angle of incidence always going to be equal to angle of reflection. Therefore, if you extend this one, because these two rays will not meet, never meet, therefore it is going to be extended rays are meeting. Therefore, we will say this is going to be virtual image. So distances are going to be equal. If it is at x distance, image also forms at x distance. Okay. Next, we have shown here some lateral inversion, but some letters out of 26 alphabets, some letters will not show lateral inversion. Total 11 letters will be there. Some H, I, O, W, X like this. You can count remaining letters also, which are there, but total will be coming 11. In that capital Y also will be there. You can count properly. Next, time. So normally in normal mirror which is having needles 320, let us assume 320 is visible time. Now if you are observing in the mirror, how much time it is going to be shown? So always you have to subtract 12 minus 320. 12 hours minus 3 hour 20 minutes. If you do, we are going to get in the mirror how much time it is going to show. So, but whenever you are bringing 1 here, some people will do like mathematics. 1 hour we are bringing. 1 hour means 11 hour 60 minutes. 320. Don't do mathematics here. 0 minus 0, 1 minus 2 like that. 0, 6 minus 2, 40. 11 minus 3. So, 11 minus 3 means 8. Correct? 8 or 7? 8 only. So 8 plus 3, 11, 9, 10, 11. Therefore, 840. So 12, if it is 320 actual time, but in mirror, it is going to show 840. Correct or wrong? So this is about how it is going to be shown. If it is showing, let us assume 8 o'clock, exactly 8 o'clock. In mirror, how much time it will show means 12 minus 8 o'clock. So now zeros are there, therefore you don't need to worry. 12 minus 8 means it is going to be 4. So whenever here some time they have given, let us assume same question they gave 8 to 10. Then you have to subtract from 12. So 12 means 11 hours 60 minutes. 8 hours 10 minutes. 60 minus 10, 50. So 11 minus 8, that is going to be 3. Correct? So this is about how time is going to be visible for us. Next, if object is moving with velocity u, so you can stand in front of the big mirror. If you are moving with velocity u, your image also moving with same velocity but in opposite direction. Velocity of the image with respect to this mirror is u. But what is the velocity of the image with respect to observer means or object means? So both are moving in opposite direction means velocity of the image with respect to object is going to be 2u because both are in opposite direction. Velocity of the image with respect to mirror is u because mirror is at rest position. Next, same question they will give. Mirror is going to be moving. Object is at rest position. Mirror is going to be moving with velocity u. Then image also moves with velocity u with respect to mirror. Next, object is moving towards mirror with u. With the same velocity, mirror also moving. At the time, this image moves with 2u velocity with respect to mirror. Because this is u, image will be moving 2u. Then, what is the image velocity with respect to object they will ask. At the time, this is already 2u, this is u, therefore 3u. Whichever they are asking, you have to see very carefully. Only observer is moving or object is moving, you can move towards mirror. You can observe image with respect to object with 2u velocity, double the velocity. With respect to mirror means only u you have to write. So only mirror is moving, image moves with same velocity. So both object and mirror moves in opposite direction. Then image moves with 2u with respect to mirror, but with respect to object 3u. So with respect to what they are asking, you have to see. So another important one, if you are standing in front of the mirror, your height is h. Then what should be the length of the mirror to see your full image from top to bottom? So L is equal to half of your height. Mirror length should be half of your height. If you are 5 meters height, let us assume, then length of the mirror should be 2.5 meters. Next, same question in a wall. Sorry, in a room, for a wall, a mirror is going to be placed. We are standing at center of the room and backside wall. So this wall height is h. If you wanted to see full image of this wall within the mirror by standing at center of the room, so then what should be the length of this mirror means h by 3. So half of the height of the wall they are going to give. Very, very important this. And sometimes they may ask, they may not ask, but plane mirrors are not there for you, only curved mirrors in NCERT textbook. So you will be getting from curved mirrors only. So but these are very important topic, and to understand ray optics, these are going to be very important.